we have none other than Kahiko Kahiki under the direction of Kumu Hula Laʻakea Perry.
Ke olu, pai pai makako, halau ke kai o Kahiki.
And welcome to our presentation of Hula Kahiko. We are grateful that you are here with us today, and it's an honor for us to be here.
As the sun rises in the east, it brings life to a new day. The sun has come to Hawaii, brightening the home of Pele, of Hi'iaka, who touches the summit of Hu'ehu'e.
Ai, puka mai ana ka la mapuna.
Stories have been told and retold through our history from generation to generation about the Akua Malihini. This newcomer, the demigoddess Pele, she was born to Haumea, the youngest of the Hi'iaka named Ikapolio Pele, would be carried forth in the bosom of her eldest sibling, and it is Pele who would nurture life into this child. As Pele migrates from Kahiki, she is accompanied by members of her family and gods. Kamohuali'i plays a great role in the migration of the Pele clan, for he would lead the mythical and magical canoe called Hawaiian from the homeland Kuaihealani in search of a new one, Hawaii. Upon arriving in Hawaii, Pele is greeted by her brothers and sisters with an awesome elemental display of nature. Rain, lightning, quaking, ocean waves, and cloud formations. Pele responds by shaking, breaking, and crushing the earth as a statement of her power.
Mai kai ki mai ka mai o pele mai kai no pola mai kuno hua ka ni mai ki au la po kale mai ki o pua la pa ku ka mai o pele mai kai ki ka la i kuno au ho ya ki a ko ai ka mo i ko mai ki au ele ya o pele ho no me a ai kale ai punya mai ka ku a ai ki o ki a pua mai ka ko be ko ai na hua ya pele ya i hua me ne hune ya ka no no ka ho i no ko au ma ho polo ai ka u ai na ku i ho le ba mu ku ya ka no ya pua Lea ia ko i ka hale ape e hua i la pule kahiki epe e hua i nā ho ia
Ai, haure mai, pele mai, kahiki mai, eli kau mai.
Haure mai, pele mai, kahiki mai o ka heki o te ola
O tau malo,
o ka ua puta o haia e lau me o na vai nei taha o mau ke lai o mai ana pele ki lai au miki, au hoki, hale
As Pele earnestly searches for a place to dwell, she makes her way through the island chain. She stops at each island, piercing the land in hopes of finding a suitable home. It would be the rocky outpost Lehua that would be first touched upon, so named after being christened with a Lehua by Hi'iaka. As Pele continues to make her way through the island chain, stopping next at Niihau, then Kauai, and on to Oahu, where she would strike her o'o, or sacred digging stick, at a liapa'akai. Here, only seawater would rush in. Maui was thought to be a good choice, but Haleakala would prove too vast a crater to keep the embers of Pele burning. Finally, as she reaches Hawaii Island, her home is unearthed in Halema'uma'u crater within the caldera of Kilauea.
He lui kahiki na uene pele ke ha olo Laʻakea o ke la ina I lalo ka bebe ka o I lalo Laʻakea. Ani na ua ke o ia pele nei o au no o pele. Na I ele aku kalua I hau a. He lui uene pele ke ha olo Laʻakea o ke la ina I lalo ka bebe ka o I lalo Laʻakea. Eli kau mai. E pele
Hi'iaka arrives on the shores of Oahu at the sands of Mokuleia to pay respects to her ancestral divinity, Kaena. As she makes her way up the arduous terrain to Pohakea, Hi'iaka notices cloud omens over Puna as Pele had burned her lehua groves, alluding to the death of her dear friend Hopoi. Hi'iaka was overwhelmed by rage and fury towards Pele and passionately expresses her grief and sorrow in a chant to her fallen friend. Hi'iaka is then eased by the sea spray of Kaena and the fond recollection of the beauty of this aina.
Wai anai mo lali kala ala pono I kula o kumano Kuni kan ho a mana lahi ho maha ka vai lua le yana lua I ki kamaka hala I pau ia me ka ahi e ho ino na no o ko kule ana paano e ke haole luli ma ke awai Kahiko velo velo la o le hua hui e. Holo kaena, la kapane, au e o hua o kala. Kahiko velo velo la o le hua hui e. Uni ka e na holo I kamali ne lau kala I ke alo hapana. A mo mai kala o ki a wea I kala o te amaula. Ola I kamakani a ia ulu. Ko la lele kamakani a lola alo. Hawa o kala I na matua. I kala I o hiki lolo. Haahana ne ai kala I ke hula. Haahana o kala I baka. Oi kai o kala I kumato mano. Ola kambai le samdana I ho. Mo avela ke kula o valio. Ola tiba I samala maho. Ola wai anai I kamakani kayau. Ke hoa kui kala o hani. Ue kai puta vela o kala. Alai la kala I tamalo e lo e au savai. Au vali vali. Ahe ko na he ko ola vali. Ahe ko sala o ma. Dala dala I kala kapi ka uma sala la he ro no. Kapi kai vai ko e. O ha I hawa ula ha na I o ha ke. Tua na na kai o ni lo. He o mo e a la I ke no. O ha ne ne o I kai o puna. O ha ne ne o I kai o pu.
Ei no ia ki pole ope.
Hiyaka returns to find that the favored lands of Lehua ravaged by the wrath of her sister Pele. Hiyaka cedes to the power of her sister as she witnesses Pele, overcome by emotion, consume Lohiau. The caldera of Kilauea spills over with lava. The waves break ruthlessly on the shores of Puna. The uplands in downpour, fierce with thunder, lightning, and hail. The earth quakes, and awesome is Pele in all her form.
Ai, he kau no hiyaka. Apo poi.
Apo ia ki Kahiko o halua I hua ka hala ai no ai ki o le hua no kani a hiku ai le hua o kaumu hua ai ka ho I ka ua I te a hei te kana ka hulena huki ka moku I ka pamaka ai na a ka halani kai ho ka mana ka mo o I lawe a halelo papa ua e o mai pele I na kino ka hiki da ua mai halani he ka holua I ka olai paka I ua ka puhako e lele ku mai na ki a ka ua ka o pua pua e mai la o ka o ke hia la ka pa ui te a mai vela vela o talua e o talua e
Hey no ope.
The sacred hill of Kauku is the setting for the battle between the fire goddess Pele and her former lover Kamapua'a. Pele desired more land, but in the battle, Kamapua'a was the victor. Kauku marks the boundaries between Pele and Kamapua'a, fire and water. As the sun rises,
mali e. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku kena kulu. Kena kulu mai la o akaka. E hoa hini no i tauka. Ha mau ka leo ke kahui e. Ke ako leo me ka aweru. Huli, huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Nau e ta holua i a tamai. Ai ai pele ma hope. Ho o hua ua ta pua e. Ua e na tapane o ta lua. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Nau e ta holua i a tamai. Ai ai pele ma hope. Ho o hua ua ta pua e. Ua e na tapane o ta lua. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai oi. Mali iyo e pleta aina e. E aina una vai no tama. Vai vai tua e hilare e. Tua na kapa mauia. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai ua. E mele e ino a te ia e. Ko tama o pele o ta lua. Hondo i te kapua ta kuku e. E home kua no tama. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku he mele inoa. E mele e ino a te ia e. Ko tama o pele o ta lua. Hondo i te kapua ta kuku e. E home kua no tama. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku mai huli lua e. Hei noa no pele. Tama pua. How are you guys doing so far? Halong started back in 1978 under the direction of Dennis Wilson and O'Brien Estelle. And Thaddeus stepped away from Hula in 1999 is when Kahiki was given birth to by Auntie Pat Bacon. She gave the name for our Hula Kahiko. And it's because of those two gentlemen that we are here today and we're able to share with you our traditions and our science. When we first started, wait, hold on. How did you guys like the voice-over narration? Was that okay? Yeah? Okay. That was something that I was at work today. I said, I gotta get home because there's too much for me to remember all of the, all of the words. So I got home and I found my daughter and said, hey, can you I wrote this out, just read this, record it, and then send it to me. So I was like, okay. Cross my finger, oh, she did good, and I guess she liked it. So when I get home, I'll tell her that you guys enjoyed it. When we first started, when O'Brien and Thaddeus first started the halau, it was a kane, men-only halau. It wasn't until maybe 8 years later that he started to introduce women into the halau. And that lasted about maybe 4 or 5 years. And then he disbanded the women. I was like, hey, O'Brien, how come what happened to the girls? He's like, it's too dramatic, man. I can't handle it. He said, you know what I mean? You guys, I yell at you guys, I throw something at you guys just look at me like, this guy's crazy. But I yell at them, they all cry. So like, I don't know, it's too stressful for me. So I said, I just focus on what I can and I have the energy to do. So, but it wasn't until recently, maybe 3 years ago, I decided, oh, you know what, I'm gonna try open that door again. And now we have wahine, we have keiki, And as you can see, they were out here dancing, earlier, but now at this time, I like to bring out Piha. She's 12 years old. Yeah, she's going to perform for you a mele in honor of King David Laʻakea Kalakaua. The mele is entitled Mele no Kalakaua. And this is something that she has learned over the past year, and I selected her to accompany us here today with the other wahine. So, makau. Is also my niece, so she was my first female dancer. I said, I was like, teaching girls, get over there. So, but anyways, it's been a blessing to work with wahine. I always remember O'Brien told me, no, this is what you're gonna run into, and you're not talented enough to teach women. So I was like, let me try. But so far so good. So, but maybe 3 years ago, I was able to connect with Auntie Nui Nui Zuromeister. And it was a connection that was made by my Kumu O'Brien before he passed away. I know he just seen, he seen the writing on the wall, he seen what he needed to do. And maybe 4 or 5 months before he passed away, he made that connection between me and Auntie Nui Zuromeister. And he said, her mom learned from her hula from your great-grand-uncle, Hill. And I know my great-grand-uncle, I know that line there, but I never thought to make that connection. I just thought that that's not my place to do that. So O'Brien went ahead and did that for me. And I was blessed enough to have her, be so willing to share those traditions and those stylings with me. She's someone that doesn't do that kind of stuff. So when she agreed to do that, I was like, wow. I was actually kind of scared. I was like, oh boy, it's just something totally different. Our styles are different, but that's my family, that's my genealogy, my lineage. I need to do this. So I went ahead and took about 2.5, 3 years to work with her, and I continue to work with her. But she taught me a lot, pahu, kilu, puniu, and she taught me a lot of those drum dances. She taught me his style of chanting. And for our last mele, I want to present to you a number that was taught to me by Auntie Nui. And it's something that is very traditional in Halau. It's something that is very dear and close to our heart. The mele speaks of, it's a prophecy chant. There's many kauna to it, but it's a prophecy chant that foretells our future and gives us the strength to hold on to our culture. So I want to bring out our pani and wahine right now, and we're going to perform for you Kaukahalia and Kaulilua, Kiano Uwai Ale Ale. Ellen, and most of all, you folks for sharing your evening and time with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause one more time. Kumu Hula Laʻakea Perry and Kahiko Kumu. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo Kumu, mahalo. Wow. Beautiful. One more time, please. A big round of applause for Kahiko Kumu all the way from the west side, right on my. Appreciate your being here tonight with us. Beautiful. By the way, we truly appreciate all of the talent that comes to join us. Yes. Month after month, we see all of the halau, and you know, whether the halau was a halau that goes to Merry Monarch or not, there's so much time that goes into preparing the dances, the costuming, and you know, well, not necessarily costume, but the hula attire, and the greenery that's made, so many things, and of course, hours of rehearsal. Yes. So, please once again, put your hands together. Okay, we want